Hey there, and welcome to another video review from the Electronic Pig. Today we are going to review this fantastic microphone from Blue. It's called the Blue Yeti. We got it ordered from Amazon.in. And of course, the first thing that you notice is the size of the box. It's fairly a huge box and a heavy one, of course. The looks of it, the premium grade construction and the sound quality makes it a real professional microphone. And after opening the box, the first thing that you notice is that unusually lengthy USB cable. This cable is 9 feet long, after which we can have our pause on the manual. All the functions and features of this microphone are presented very well in the manual. Okay, and here it is, that wonderful moment of actually looking at the real product, the Blue Yeti microphone. And looking at it, the first thing in my mind was, wow, this is a huge, beautiful looking microphone. This microphone is suitable with PC as well as Mac, not need any specific driver to be downloaded and installed, etc. It's basically USB plug and play, and it's compatible with most of the devices, which makes it very easy to use. Some features that makes it a professional microphone are the 3 premium 14mm tuned condenser capsules inside, which helps us with all the 4 modes that this microphone supports. The 4 modes being the bidirectional, the omnidirectional, the cardioid and the stereo mode. The microphone stand with its flat base definitely helps with the stability. However, it takes up more than half the weight of the microphone and also picks up certain noises from your desk. And hence we do recommend you to shock mount it properly on a stand, or would certainly eliminate most of those noises. Looking at the bottom of the stand, you can see the 3 typically shaped foam padding. They help to keep the microphone steady without any irregular shot moments. Okay, now we have connected the computer and the USB mic and also the headphone for low latency audio monitoring. And then you can see now the LED is blinking, which says it's on mute mode right now while it's connected to the computer. So the microphone draws its power from the USB port, and which includes the power for its built-in headphone amplifier as well. So here our recommendation is to use a powered USB port for a cleaner recording. And that brings us to the important question here: how does this microphone sound? And the answer to that question is, you are listening to it right now. And what you can see here is that the gain is turned all the way down and the pattern knob is set to the 3rd position, which is the cardioid mode. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is to increase the gain to certain points until we reach the highest level of. So the first one would be at 20%, which would be at 9 o'clock position, and then we will go halfway through, which is at 12 o'clock position, and then 3 o'clock position, which is about 80% gain, and then 100% gain, which is at the highest level. And just to clarify, we are actually at the level what you see on the screen. It's at the lowest level on cardioid mode. Okay, so this is gain at 9 o'clock position, and this is the gain at 12 o'clock position, and now you're listening to gain at 3 o'clock position, and this is gain all the way up at 100%. And just to add there, at all times I had been at about 10 to 15 centimeters away from the microphone while adjusting the gain settings. The stereo mode, okay, there are basically 2 channels, the left and the right channel. So to start with, now I'm speaking through the right channel, and now I'm speaking through the left channel. So basically this mode is very good while you're recording with your band or playing any musical instruments and singing together, etc. It sounds very good. And that was just a short demo of how the stereo mode sounds on this microphone. Okay, and this mode is called the omnidirectional mode. Okay, so I'm on actually halfway through gain on this setting right now, and I'm about a meter away from the microphone, and you can hear some background noises as well, probably. Of course, this is actually pretty useful for conferences and others, telephone sessions, while you have multiple users speaking, and also keeping the fact in mind that you're going to be staying away from the mic while you are recording or speaking in this omnidirectional mode. Okay, now we have set it to the bi-directional mode now. Okay, so this is basically used while you're in an interview, like for example 2 persons sitting, one in front of the mic and the other on the rear side of the mic or the other side of the mic, just opposite to each other basically. So the focus of the sound capture would be directed towards the front side of the mic and the rear side of the mic to focus the other person opposite to the primary person. And yes, it's time now to look at some of the pros and cons of this unit, of this particular microphone. And then to start with, let me start with some cons there. This microphone needs to be shock mounted, and using this microphone with the tabletop stand which comes along with it doesn't seem to be much of a good idea, because it just picks up a lot of noises from the desk. For example, when you're typing on the keyboard, you can hear a lot of key sounds there, and also if you are actually moving objects, placing objects on your table, etc., it just picks up all those noises. Okay, so that's another one there, right? The other thing which I'd like to tell you as a con is there is no built-in volume limiter on this one. So for example, if you are actually moving too close to your microphone while you're speaking, and the gain is set to probably halfway or more than that, or a higher gain setting, if you are really close to the microphone, your voice might tend to distort there, right? So there is no built-in limiter in this microphone like you find in the pro grade or the studio grade microphones. Of course, they are very highly priced though, but then still that seems to be a con on this one. The last of the cons which I like to mention here would be the background noise actually. So at any setting on this microphone, may it be cardioid or omnidirectional or bi-directional, or it may be the stereo mode as well, if you actually increase the gain to full or almost to 80 to 90% gain, you can hear actually a lot of environmental noises, etc., like your fan, the noises from the next room, dogs barking in your neighborhood, things like that. So a lot of background noises are picked up while at high gain levels. So that which also means that it does not have any inbuilt noise suppression technology actually to eliminate those ambient sounds. Well, now talking about the pros of this unit, we have a lot to talk about. Yes, it is a great performer. It's a great professional quality music recording microphone, voiceovers, podcasts, and studio quality music recording. Next, it does not need any drivers. It's plug and play, so which means that you just could plug into any USB computer and start recording. The other most admirable feature of this microphone is that it's got a inbuilt headphone amplifier. And yes, it is a low latency headphone amp, which means that there's no noticeable delay actually when you speak to the microphone and then you hear your own voice over the headphones. And yes, as you have seen in the video, the microphone comes with a tabletop stand, but then there is good news to it and bad news to it. The good news is that it's very convenient to use a tabletop stand. The bad news is, of course, it picks up a lot of noises from your desk. So now the other option that we have is to use a shock mount. The good news about the shock mount is that it absorbs almost any kind of noise, and it gives you a wonderful recording and lessens your burden of cleaning up the track once done. Okay, the bad news is it is very expensive. That's not cool. The company Blue has not compromised on the build quality of it. It's premium finish and sounds awesome. And here you can see the current price of the Blue Yeti microphone. It's about 12,000 rupees, 12,500 actually. And now let me show you how shocking is the price of the shock mount. 5,900. It's around 6,000 rupees. Ain't that shocking? So yes, there it is. You know the pricing now, and it's left to you to decide whether you gotta get it or not, or how cleaner you want your recording to be. And of course, with that price comes the premium quality and the premium design that's unmatched. And of course, if you're getting this microphone shock mount, you also need to get the microphone stand actually. And I think one of the cheapest one available is given right here. You can see that it's around $1,000, and it serves the actual purpose, even though it's not as strong as the last one that you see there, which is of a great build quality. But again, that's 8 times more priced than this one. So that's what they call it, the Radius 2. And here are the different ways to shock mount this microphone. And that completes the video review for our Blue Yeti microphone. And do subscribe. Do not forget to come back for more exciting videos and gadget reviews. At the Electronic Pick today, this is Preston, your host, signing off. Bye for now.